so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Anthony McFarland. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McFarland running out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
It's a gain of 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards. And a Steeler 1st down.
On 1st down, McFarland. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the Bengals.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
The ball carrier.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
That's good.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And some room to roam now. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, this will be McFarland. The 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Running with McFarland. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. They'll run with McFarland, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shoot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
10-yard loss on
as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
For the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
and now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with McFarland. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant.
Burrow will throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 54, Mike.
Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54, right there, 54, Mike. 65, 65, 65.
Now it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're passing here. Joe Burrow finding Green complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
To chase
A 3rd down gain of 19.
19 yards. And the Steeler first down.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And 1 yard to go.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 17 yards to pick up there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Gun. It's Roethlisberger. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield. And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right? Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Six yards left on second down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a second down and 6. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
On the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Drop the pass. Mike, check 33. 33.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
I got you. I got you.
Burrow on play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25.
It don't matter. It's okay.
All the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game, 13-all.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, McFarland. And some room to work. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
He was brought down by Trey.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
To Eric Ebron.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Give. This is McFarland. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalid Kareem brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
38-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run here with McFarland. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. He's hit 2, he's missed 1. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.